Almost all my summer jobs when I was a teenager were in downtown Greenville in the 1960s and early 70s, so that really dates me. But that means I know every nook and cranny of Main Street, and remember when the department stores were here. Remember when I can look at every building downtown and remember what used to be in that same building in the 1960s and 70s and that kind of thing. I've got a real fix on that time period, and that gives me a real love for the place and an authentic knowledge of every bit about downtown, and a determination to see it come back to its glory days, if you will, and see it filled full of people again. We're sitting down here at Falls Park and along the Reedy River, and of course, as you know, this was a no-go area for most of our lifetime. I mean, people simply didn't go down to the river. It was kind of an unsafe and kind of a scary place to be. In fact, the place we're sitting right now, behind High Cotton and River Plates and across from the White's Pavilion, was full of, as I remember, kudzu and warehouses and those kind of things. But I do know I have one kind of funny story from this area, and sometimes I think about it when I'm down here. There used to be warehouses down there, old textile mills. And my father was in the textile business, and one of his competitors had a warehouse or something down here on the river. So one day after church, sometime in the 1960s or early 70s, he drove down here, which was very unnerving to me because it was just kind of a scary place you didn't come. And we drove down here on a Sunday, late morning, and pulled up by the Reedy River. I remember thinking, what in the world are we doing here? What my father wanted to do was he wanted to spy on his competition, because one of his competitors, again, was down the river, and my dad grabbed a barrel, put the barrel by a window, and climbed up and peered through the window into his competitor. And I remember he was doing that, and I was extremely concerned that he was going to fall back and kill himself, and I was going to be abandoned somewhere along the Reedy River, this extremely scary and very isolated place. And I remember the whole time he was doing it, I was kind of yelling at him, hurry up, or we shouldn't be doing this, or you shouldn't be doing this, because whatever he was doing obviously was the wrong thing to do. But it was like being in another world down here at that time. I mean, you may as well have been on Mars. You certainly weren't in Greenville or downtown Greenville. You were in this kind of scary, again, extremely isolated place called the Reedy River, just a few yards away from Falls Park. So sometimes when I see River Place, I think about him standing on that barrel, looking through the window of the competition. I don't know what he was looking for, but it was a scary thing.